This your boy. Peace. What's poppin', my weebles? This your boy, Sincere Seven, coming to you live and direct from the Psychonaut Academy of Detroit. Yeah, representing the House of Genesis. So, I'm feeling pretty good today. Said I wanted to hop on for a minute just to kick it with y'all. I ain't gonna be here long. Actually, if y'all been following, we are in the middle of the Snake Venom Practitioners training class. So we are preparing the new generation of snake venom practitioners to come out and bless y'all, right? So I've been busy, right, teaching, focused on just getting everything out, make sure everything is put together, make sure everything is right. Not only do I love to teach, but I love to host. So I like, you know what I'm saying, the host with the most, right? So just been trying to focus to make sure everything been on point, but I did want to stop and tap in for a minute. I usually go live, you know what I'm saying? I ain't been on for a minute. So I was like, let me just tap in real quick. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really talking about shit. Just wanted to tap in and just, talk to y'all and just let y'all know that what I've realized, you know what I'm saying, a minute ago. And, I've been saying this for a minute, but I've figured out that the best way for me to learn right now is to teach. All right. And I don't know if y'all know what I mean by that, because I thought about it when I posted like the best way to learn is to teach. Well, if that's the case, and I want to learn something, let me go try to teach it. And that's not quite what I mean. So I know that y'all know what I mean, but for those who don't, you know what I'm saying, I just don't want to make it confused. Like, what you mean the best? I'm saying that. So if you read The Alchemist, in there, it says that when you first start to do something, the universe conspires with you on your behalf, for you on your part, right? And it's like, oh, I want to do Forex trading. You know what I'm saying? They've been talking about it. I've been learning about it. I've been studying for a few months and I'm training. I really want to get in this Forex, right? I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to actually put some money in the bank and go for it, right? You put 500 in. You fuck around and get, like, you know what I'm saying, a four bump or something, like, you know what I'm saying, 4 times your investment, like you a 10 banger, it's something that most people don't even get when they've been doing this for years. You started it out and you got it like that. And that's the universe way of conspiring with you. Like, I like that you are inspired and motivated to do this. So to help you in your reward center, the endorphins be, I'm going to help you to accomplish it when you first start. Like, oh, I love this. It's working. This is everything. And sometimes I'll see people say, oh, I did this for the first time and it did. Yeah, I know this is it. This is where I need to be. And I hit them like, yo, dig. I like that. You feel that way. I don't want to take that away, but I do want to implement that. Don't think that just because you started and it worked out, that means I'm meant to do it, because what's going to happen next is everything is going to fail. And I don't want you to think that means this ain't what I'm supposed to be doing. It's actually, now that you've been introduced and the universe has conspired with you and it has motivated you and inspired you and let you know you can do this. Once you be like, hell yeah, I got it, I can, I'm going for it. Then the universe is going to challenge you. And so as you move forward, things will start getting difficult. Okay. Well, in that term of space of growth and development, that's what I mean when I say the best way to learn is to teach, right? After you've studied something and you've become aware of something and you feel like this is a passion, and you start enthralling yourself in it, and you start getting recognition, and you start getting people, you know what I'm saying, oh, if you want to know about it, talk to them. Oh yeah, if you this, do da. Now you're starting to become respected in that field. You're peaking. Do you think that now that you got the respect of your colleagues, your peers, and those under you, that you don't need to do anything more now? No, not at all. Now that you think that you got this shit, you think that you the man, you think that you the master, teach it. Teach it. Because that will humble you. Oh, you know everything about that, do you? Okay, teach a class. This motherfucker who did this, he be like, yeah, what's going on? And they be like, can I ask a question? What did? And you go, that's a very good question. And as a teacher, I was always told, that if you don't have the answer, say it straight up. I don't know, but give me till class tomorrow, or give me 48 hours, or give me till, and I will inform you, right? And that's what I mean. Like, teaching is one of the greatest ways to learn. I learn so much as I teach. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling real good. For those who don't know, right now I'm teaching the Snake Venom Practitioners Training course. So I'm teaching individuals who are becoming snake venom practitioners, their practice, how to operate, how to move, how to do all of these things, how to plan properly. And the questions that come to me in class sometimes stun me. Oh shit, I ain't never thought about that. Because like I was explaining to my students, when you take a practitioner training class with me, the goal of the class is to teach you how to become a practitioner. I'm not here to teach you all of the words, all of the science, all of the answers. I'm here to teach you how to become a person that if somebody asks you a question, you can answer it. If somebody asks you for assistance, you know how to go through your toolbox and how to decide what needs to be used, when to use it, how to use it, and how to bring that to a close, right? And this is something that comes with practice. So I teach the foundations of all these things so you can pick the pieces up and know what to do with them. This is not a one-stop shop. You come and you got all your pieces and all the knowledge and then you leave. No, this is, we build you up to the foundation. So when you leave, now you can build upon that foundation. So with that being said, every practitioner, when they learn what they learn, they do their own thing with it. Some people heal with the venoms. Some people do spiritual works with the venoms. Some people dealing with the character and the consciousness with the venoms. Some people is doing magic work with the venoms. Some people are using it for their tinctures and their salves and their pain relieving ointments and their alchemies, right? So everybody doesn't become a snake healer a snake venom practitioner to heal somebody. Some people lean into the healing realms and they realize that snake venom can also be used for that, and they will go get that modality as well. But with that being said, that means that when I'm teaching class, some of these practitioners are planning to do something with this different than what I'm doing with it, right? In addition to what I'm doing with it, an alteration to what I'm doing with it. So when they're thinking their process and they say, hey, Seth, so what happens if we did and then did, or if we just did it? And I'm going, damn, I never thought about that because I've never thought about that process, right? So now I'm learning something. Now, well, I don't know, but let me go find out. Give me 48 hours, right? Right. So that's what I mean when I say one of the best ways to learn. Like once you feel like you know everything in your craft, you feel like you know your shit, you a master of it, you can okay, cool, teach it. I bet you somebody asks you a question you don't know. Here's your opportunity to learn. And I was also talking to my students and telling them that once you're out of this class, you're not my students no more, you're my colleagues. So I was telling them that I would not want none of my students to call me and say, hey, Seven, I have a client over here I'm dealing with and they're dealing with what do I do? That shit would devastate me. It would be like, damn, my class sucks. The fuck? What? But if they call me and be like, yo, Seven, I got this client, they over here, they got this, that, and the other going through it. So what I said I was going to do was I was going to use the UWAP, get that to them 3 times, and then turn around next week and then give them so-and-so slowly. What you think about that? And what I was explaining to them was that I can do one of two things. I can say, yo, I'm not sure why you're approaching it that way. That's actually going to do this. If I was you, I might do this and then do that afterward and be like, oh, okay. But I can respect the fact that they thought their way through and came up with a decision. I'm just giving them some information that will alter that decision. But the other thing that I can do is go, oh, shit, I ain't never thought about that. I've never used those together, let alone in conjunction of an order of, wow, thank you for sharing that with me. See the difference? They not my student. They a colleague. They just called me and gave me another formula that I can use that I never thought of. Because you got to understand that healing is like cooking. I was telling my students this other day, healing is like cooking. I gave them a scenario. Somebody has a lot of water, retained. How do we approach it? How do we start? Where will we go about it? Boom. One of them says something about, you know what I'm saying, the lymphatic system. Good shit. You know what I'm saying? Because the lymphatic system operates the fluid. One of them says something about, I believe, the skin, right? I was like, okay, I can see that because the skin is what holds the water and da da da. One of them says something about the bladder or the urinary tract, right? And I was like, well, that's not connected directly to the skin or into the lymphatic. So the idea of having to use the bathroom and that fluid transferring to our arms, legs, and different things is probably not going to have anything with it. And then it was like, oh, and their face was kind of like, oh, like I said the wrong thing. And I said, hold on, let me be very clear. As a practitioner, you said the right thing, because as a practitioner, I want you to use the process of elimination. If you can't go in and say, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, okay, I can see that this led to this, and this is the problem. If you don't know the problem, I want you to look at this, and start to eliminate them as you can see that those are not the problems. Because a lot of times people will assume and think that the main thing or what it always is or usually is it, and when it's not, it's like, okay, well, what is it? And they don't even think about those things that usually it wouldn't be, but it might be, right? And so the ability to look at those things, because I understood why she brought up the urinary tract, because it's dealing with fluids. And the idea of leaving it out just because it's not connected wouldn't be a good practice. No. Let's, and like I told them, let's operate like Dr. House. If any of y'all remember the movie, the show House, that's how we got to be, right? We got to go into all the different aspects, all the different realms, things that might even be like, man, that it would be 1 in 1,000 that would have. Okay, well, this might be the 1,000th person that you served. You know, so this is fun. I love it. Teaching is just reveals what you don't know, you know? And as a person who just loves to learn, I'm a nerd first, you know what I'm saying? I'm a gangster second and a gentleman third. But I love to learn, you know what I'm saying? So to put myself in that predicament, you know what I'm saying? It's really a symbiotic relationship that I absolutely love. So what movie? 222. What movie? It wasn't a movie. It was Okay, I read real fast, back to back. I was talking about what I say about the movie or the show. What happened in it? Damn, 222. I was going, and I know I did just make reference to a movie, and I said it's not a movie. It's actually a show, and I explained something that was happening in it. Damn, 222. I ain't even gonna lie. You remember what you wanted to listen to? No. I don't. What was I saying about it too? I ain't even gonna lie. Just that quick, I was just flowing, man. I'm feeling good, y'all. I know I was talking about teaching and learning and student relationships, and my bad. Some noise happened on my end, and I couldn't hear you. I forgot. It slipped me. I'd have to rewind or something to remember what I was even talking about. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I know what I was talking about, but I don't remember what TV show or movie I brought up. But yeah. So I just wanted to come in. I don't know. It was like something about that this morning. I was just like getting excited. Class starts in another 30, 35 minutes. You know, so I was just sitting here and I was just thinking about some of the things that happened in class the other day and some of the conversations and some of the things that I get to go study after I leave here. Post live, I'll watch. Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. But so yeah, you know, I just wanted to come. I was sitting here, I was like, you know what, I want to go live. I ain't been going live. I haven't been doing that. And when class starts, I'm super focused. I'm really only dealing with that. So, you know, but I was like, no, let me just take a little minute. So I just want to come in and kick it with y'all, you know, say peace, what up though? You know, I'm gonna get back to y'all. Class will be over in a few days. We're going on a field trip today. We're going to see the snakes, you know what I'm saying? Going to see the venomous snakes, where the venoms come from. You know what I'm saying? So this is an exciting day, you know. The students are don't worry about it. You hear about it when it's all later on, you know what I'm saying? But it's popping over here. So I just want to come in and kick it with y'all. before I get back to kicking with everybody else and doing our ones and twos. So that's it. Um, Tell somebody you love them in a language they can understand it in. Peace.